Good morning, everyone. This is Kathleen with Be Again Books, and I'm glad you're going to spend some time with me today. My desk is really messy and my voice is hoarse, but I just wanted to do this next project and decided that I would film it from the beginning. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Maybe you'll guess by the time we're done, but I have about 3 videos that will go along with this project. And the first, obviously, is to prepare the cover. Sometimes I do the cover first and sometimes I do it later in the project, but this time I'm definitely doing it first because it's a particular book cover that I wanted to use, a particular color. And so this is a recycled book, hardcover, and it had this beautiful embossed leaves on it. And so I've already prepared the button for the button closure, and I have put just a little bit of a piece of paper over that knot because I'm going to put a pocket over this, and as things are slid in, I don't want it catching and messing with the knot. So I've already glued that on, and then I've done one other thing, started gluing this little initial collage down before I decided to film. So that much is done, and so I'm going to do the rest with you. So the next step when I'm doing a cover is to fix the spine, to reinforce it and to cover that. So this is Tyvek, just from a Tyvek recycled envelope. So I'm going to reinforce this outside spine with some Tyvek because I sometimes do a hollow back binding, but not very often. I really kind of like the way the strings, the binding strings look coming through the spine. It just, I think, makes it look handmade, makes it look more like a junk journal to me. So I kind of like doing it that way. So I'm just going to glue this down in there, and that's going to reinforce the spine so that when I sew the strings through, it won't tear or rip. So once I have that done, then naturally my next step would be, oh, I apologize for my hoarseness. I've been quite sick actually, and I'm finally feeling better. So the next thing I would do in general is just to fit this fabric. I like to use fabric to cover the inside of the spine. But I'm doing a little bit of a collage on each of these ends, the inside cover. And so I'm going to do it just a little bit differently today. But I did want to show you that you can see that this fabric is pretty stiff. And I like to stiffen the fabric with a firm finish spray starch. And that adds some body to the fabric. It helps me glue better, I think. And so I'll just give you that little tip. So before I put this on, I'm going to put down some lace. I'm kind of going for a little bit of a vintage, definitely vintage. I just finished my 60s journal. That was a custom order, and I am ready to go back to vintage. So it's vintage for sure, and kind of an old-fashioned household kitchen, maybe. Not necessarily, it's not kitchen, but I want it to be kind of a household sort of. So I'm going to put that down first, and next I have a picture here. Oh yeah, this is leftover digital from Stacy belts. I'm on the design team for Stacy, and this was left over from the butterfly journal that I did in June, I think, a couple months ago. So I'm going to use that. It was just one that I hadn't used. So I'm going to kind of put that on and smush it so that the glue kind of goes around. All right. Good. Now I can put the fabric on. Oh, no, one more thing. I need to put the pocket. This is going to be in the front cover. So I need to, and it's going to be kind of a tall pocket. So I need to glue this down also because the fabric will come over the top of this. All right, I love to use Fabri-Tac. That's my favorite glue. It doesn't always like me because it dries my fingertips out, and then I get cracks in the tips of my fingers, which is just awful. But it just grabs so quick, and I don't have to wait a long time for it to dry. So I don't know. There's always pain, right? Associated with art. Get rid of that before it dries. All right. Okay, so there's that front pocket. Now you know what I was talking about earlier. When something is slid in, I wanted that knot to be covered up. All right, now I can do the fabric. Okay, so the way I do this is I kind of fold it in half so that I have an idea about where half is. And then I put it down. And then I mark in front of or behind the fabric. I mark where I'm going to make the glue line. So that's going to be just over that, and then kind of right up against that edge there. Okie doke. So I generally don't put the glue on the fabric. I tend to want to put it on the book part. Because if it gets too glopped, then it shows through sometimes, and I don't like that. So it's a little bit hard to do. I can't see what I'm doing here. And I want to be sure to get a lot of glue right on that crease, because that's an important part to have glued down. It's where, where the fold is. All right. We'll hope that that's good. I can come back in and kind of fix it a little. Okay, so then I just kind of lay it on top and get it straight. And then I go in and push and make sure that it's glued down good. And I especially want to get it glued in that crease. where the fold is. All right, now you can see this is up just a little bit, so I'm going to now come back in and just put another little bead right along there where, so that that'll lay nice and not come up. Honestly, I'm so sorry for the cough. It's annoying, I realize that. All right, so there's that. Now, I have a little pocket here, a little paper sack that's going to go here, but I'm going to do just a little bit of collage on this. So we'll put some glue on here. I'm going to fold this edge around. And then I'll just cut the bottom off. Okay. Now I need my distress ink. Sorry, I should have had that out. All right. I'm going to just leave that for now. That's probably kind of what I want. Yep. All right. So if you are a regular watcher of me, you'll know that, I kind of am slow. So just don't worry about, you just need to speed me up. I don't mind. I'm going to put this here. Oh, dang. I forgot I was going to do a stamp. Yeah, I want to do a stamp. So I'm going to pull that back off for a minute. So when I make a collage, what I'm trying to do is create layers. That button under there is going to make that kind of wonky, but yeah, good. So the more layers you have, I think the better it is. So now I can put that down. So that stamp, just adds another layer of depth. To the total collage. Okay. green stamps just because they were sitting on my desk and they're green. And a ticket. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe this one. No, the brown one. Anyway, what I was saying earlier was takes me a long time sometimes to make decisions, and so just honestly feel free to speed me up, put me on, so I'm talking twice as fast, and that'll maybe you'll be less impatient. Okay, there you go. There's that. And yep, I'm loving this. I think I'll just wait and do that a little later. So now the only thing I need to do is maybe put just some stripped stamp. Yep, all right. That's this. Now that cover is ready to be sewn. Of course, I will do the eyelets and the elastic. I will do that later. Probably won't do it now so that it doesn't get in my way as I work on this. But the button had to go on because I wanted it to be hidden behind that pocket, and that pocket had to go on because I wanted it to be underneath this layer. So yeah, that's the way layers work. Anyway, so thanks for joining me, and I hope you'll stay tuned for the next video, which I'm going to film just right now. Choosing the papers and getting the signatures ready. So thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.